Okay, so this is episode 1 of the thing we don't know what to call yet.
Yep.
Player discussion.
Drifter dialogue.
Drifter dialogue, drifter discussion. And here we're just going to talk about general topics about Exodus. Things like the current meta. Discuss new cards that are being released, which is really what we're here today. Maybe even discuss like things that are happening at locals, things that are happening at tournaments, regional qualifiers, whatever. Gosh, I don't know what you call it. Just kind of like an up to date, like if you want to know what's going on with Exodus,
Yeah.
kind of keep you in the know. Because I don't know, I always like that. Let's get really super close to the mic, actually.
Yeah.
Because I noticed look at that. See, it's much better now. Yeah. So, that's the main idea, is just to kind of like, so people know like what people are playing, what people are doing, what people are talking about. Especially if you're not in the Discord. Because there are still a lot of fans who are not, and players who are not in the Discord. So that way you can kind of keep up to date. Don't have to really join the Discord if you want to. You can just kind of, just listen to this and try to keep everyone up to date on stuff. But today, what are we talking about, Zach?
We have pictures of all the new promos
For set 6.
that have been unreleased so far, yes.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I don't know if they've ever done this before, where they've released the promos.
Not all of them.
Yeah. Well, technically, not all of them have been released, except one. And we can get to that one. What, 3 others?
There were 3 in the gameplay video they did.
They're right here.
That is true.
That we're going to talk about. But there's one more that even we don't know. There's a special reason why. And that special reason was released yesterday?
Around midnight.
Yeah, around midnight. So I figured this is the best time to do this. Okay. So, someone, Resistance Games, uploaded images of all of the Set 6 promos on tcgplayer.com. They're not available to buy, of course, but, they have listings there. They're just up there to look at. What would the purpose for that even be?
Maybe see if you're interested in getting them when they are available.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just a way of, I guess, getting you super hyped for it.
Yeah.
Because now we know what's going to come out, but the worst part is we don't know when it's going to come out.
Or what order.
Or when or what order. That's what I'm saying. But okay, let's just go to the first one. I just want to knock these out, because these are the ones that we already know, because they're in the video. Number 1, as I'm clicking on this image so we can look at, is, wow, look at that image. I wish I could take that and put it on the video. I actually might. That looks really cool. Terminus, Savage Overseer. And it's a Hailfire and Order creature. Why tag on Order at the end of that?
Maybe to justify appearance for it. Other than that, I have no idea, to be honest. Because it does have...
You're right. It has the horns, and it has angel wings.
That are customary of Order.
They're made of fire, but still, yeah. Its ability is, it's a rare, of course, promo. Is there any promo that's not
No, they're all rare.
Its ability is sweltering aggression. It says abilities.
Yeah,
I never noticed that.
It's because Hellfires rare Hellfires generally have their own abilities.
Yeah, but usually
their own ability and then Ignite and Burst. So they have 3 abilities.
Usually just has ability, I never even. Obviously, you put abilities there so people know that Ignite and Burst are abilities as well.
Yes. Even the common and uncommons in set 6, they say abilities and it just says Ignite and Burst.
I never noticed that. I don't know why. Its abilities, first and foremost, besides Ignite and Burst, because it is a Hellfire, sweltering aggression. When this creature enters play, ignite 1 energy on your side of the field. When this creature attacks, if you have at least 3 rarities among your creatures in play, ignite 1 energy in play. How would you see this being used, since you're the premier Hellfire, player here?
I would say it's mainly just to get more Ignite count for bursting. Just a way to get more damage done, get faster.
Yeah, more damage, and also you don't feel too bad about when you burst. Like, oh god, do I have a burst a creature?
Yeah.
No,
you can burst in energy after that creature. Yeah, say you burst in energy under one creature, it's already attacked. You can use another creature, burst the energy, and then you still have less count, of course, for ignite or for burst, but you still have a creature left.
I was just thinking right now, so random tangent, but Forever Fire Snapdragon does let you ignite a card in play.
It can ignite energy as well.
Energy as well, but also if you had a Symmetry frozen on the field.
Yes, it could do that as well.
It could be both frozen and ignited.
Yeah.
There should be a Symmetry or something that does something when a Symmetry is ignited.
Well, there are other cards that just say naturally to ignite themselves as Symmetries.
You see? But it should something when something is frozen and ignited.
Yeah.
How about when something is frozen and ignited? Oh, it should be a creature ability.
Yeah.
When a frozen card is ignited, it unfreezes and activates immediately. No other responses. Because it's frozen, and then you thaw it out, and it gets supercharged.
Yeah.
That's my idea for a card.
That's pretty good.
We should submit that, probably. Which goes to the end of the video thing we'll talk about. Okay, we haven't even got to what was released on TCG. We're just covering the stuff that was in the Exodus's
gameplay video.
Gameplay video that came out in late September. Okay, the next one is Ognu Desert Mirage. The creature type looks like it's a Drifter / Archives, and it looks like it's also / Chrono. It's kind of a faded image we have, but it looks really cool, of course. It was in the video, and its ability is Undo DNA. This creature can't be frozen. Whenever this creature enters play or attacks, you may unfreeze one of your cards or draw an energy. In the general scheme of Archive, how do you see this being used? How powerful do you think it is?
It's great protection against anyone who wants to try playing Shard Focus in the next format.
Right.
As long as it's in this deck, your entire set cannot be frozen. But then it's also great recovery for if someone, say, permafreezes one of your Symmetries in response or something. And
oh god, yeah, if they permafreeze
if they permafreeze something, then you can use its ability when it enters play or attacks to unfreeze it, and it'll activate again immediately. Or you could just draw and win energy to try and build up your archive creature more.
Yeah. Oh, this creature enters play or attack. Oh man, you could play one of your library cards, Crystal Covet, and then search this guy out after it's activated. Play the library first, search Ognu out, freeze it, then play Ognu, unfreeze that library, search again.
Yeah, but that's all at the cost of a protection card from Cove and an energy.
So it's a flex, basically, if you do that.
It's a flex.
It's a super flex. But still,
either that or you're really desperate for archive creatures.
Okay, what if that is your 7th creature? And then you play the library to search that 7th one, then you cove your own library, unfreeze it with Ognu, and then search your final Othni, the secret rare, to play.
Could be good.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was so rad. Oh. Okay, but anyways. Oh, sorry. There it goes. That's exactly what people come to listen to. It's me burp. I chugged my coffee. But anyways, now we're gonna get to the promos that we just saw.
No, there's one more that was in the video.
What was it?
I believe it's the next one. Yep, it's the next one.
Wait. Oh yeah, this one. There was 3. Okay. The third one was Desert of the Great Archive. The Symmetry, and its ability is target one Symmetry card or ability in play that lets you search or look through and target cards from the main deck or graveyard and double its effect upon resolution. So, first thing we thought of was all Symmetry deck.
Yeah.
What were you thinking besides that?
To be honest, I was thinking of Chronos with Sign of the Crow.
Oh, you could discard one and search 2 Chronos?
Or if you have to play a Rhoda in there, search 3.
Search 3, yeah.
Get 3 cards out of the deck at the cost of 1 card.
Get your Rhoda out, and
search another one for the initial search, and then
pull out both your Flash Fires.
Or get whatever Chrono you need that you don't have in your hand at the moment.
Pull out both of your Brigantines.
Yeah.
Pull out one Brigantine and one Valigian.
Yeah, so anything.
Just set it all up, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another thing you could do is Roaring Sanctuary or Carter, because it says when you search your main deck or graveyard.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Son of the Crow.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas target Son of the Crow with 2 Deserts of the Great Archives. Does it quadruple them?
I would say no, I'd say it triples.
But double of 1 would be 2, and then double of 2 would be 4.
But one resolves, and then it's the other one. The other one has gone to grave.
Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't do...
It doubles the effect of the initial card.
Double its effect upon resolution.
Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't work because it hasn't resolved yet.
Yeah.
So it just stays at 2?
Yeah.
So you just wasted 1? I don't know.
I think you'd get triple surge, not quadruple.
Alright.
That's just my opinion, though.
Alright, moving on to finally the ones that were on TCG Player, which ironically are also, these next 2 look very similar. I mean, they're obviously part of a
collage.
Picture, artwork. If you take these Great Archive as the first picture, and then take these other 2 cards, they will actually link together to become one big picture. The first card, which is the second card of the Great Archive, is Entrance to the Great Archive. And its ability is target any number of cards from your hand and discard them, then draw the same number of cards from your energy deck.
And it's the Symmetry, by the way.
And it's Symmetry. Discard main deck to draw energy. I mean, I guess this being as a joke to discard energy to draw energy. I'm trying to think of like
you
how
could do that.
This.
Well, to be honest, once we get to the next card, I did a thing, a combination between the 2 of them.
Really? Because honestly, I think this is kind of weak-ish.
It depends on your situation, to be honest. If you're low on energy, like say...
Or if you're trying to swing for like game, you could always combo this with Isla de la Cartas.
Yeah.
Toss main deck energy, but then I don't know.
And what's good about it is you get to choose what cards you get rid of.
This is true. It's not a forced. It's not forced like
reevaluate.
Entire dump of your hand, like reevaluate.
Yeah.
Reevaluate being basically like the reload.
Yeah.
Of a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh's reload.
Yeah.
Or Exodus, which is toss your entire hand forcefully. Which is awesome because we've had a reload, but now we have with the next one. Now we have a Magical Mallet.
Yep.
You can target any number or shuffle it. Oh, there's no targeting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sandstorms of the Great Archive.
Another Symmetry.
Shuffle any number of cards from your hand into your deck, then draw the same number of cards. Either deck. Well, I'm assuming the way it's worded, it would be the same deck that you choose.
I don't think so. I think you can still do either one, and it says shuffle any number into the deck. It doesn't say main deck. It doesn't say energy deck.
You're right.
So the combo I had thought of between this card, between Sandstorms and and Entrance, was play Entrance first. Okay. Discard cards you don't want to get energy for fodder, and then play this. Shuffle the energy cards you just drew back into the deck and draw the same number of cards from main deck.
That sounds like reevaluate with extra steps, though.
It is, but it's sort of like a pseudo reevaluate, and you don't have to do your entire hand. You can just do select cards.
Takes 2 cards to do just a selective reevaluate. I don't know. I guess if you combine them both, you could increase the number of cards that you reevaluate for.
Yeah.
Because you're targeting stuff to replace your energy, and then
you can still keep cards in your hand.
Yeah. Huh. Not a bad idea. Not bad. Artwork's fantastic.
Yeah.
Artwork's freaking fantastic. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Man. I saw this and I knew you were going to get excited for it. Now, I have a question. What is this border around the text?
Oh, that's the Hellfire Guild border.
Is it? I thought it was just fire, flame.
No, it's Hellfire. It's sort of like broken lava pieces.
Alright.
For the Hellfire
border. I've noticed that before.
If you look at some of the Hellfire Symmetries, you'll see it.
Look at me, I'm going into my deck right now.
But yeah, it's not. This card is called Disaster Warning. It's a Symmetry.
Wow, Breaking Hellfire is considered a Hellfire card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Well, of course it has burst in it. All right.
Yeah. So, disaster warning, Symmetry. Destroy 1 energy from a blank pile in play. If a burst ability was used this turn, destroy 1 energy from each opposing blank pile in play instead. If any energy was sent to the owner's hand this turn, destroy 1 energy from each opposing creature in play instead. So it's not only good for Hellfire, it's also good for Leviathans.
Good for Leviathans, yeah. It's like Season of Torrents on
steroids.
On steroids.
It's not bouncing, it's destroying.
I hate to say the term on steroids. I was trying to think of something else to say.
Amplified?
On a Monster Energy drink. On Red Bull. There you go. But yeah, man. First of all, the art's insane.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, holy crap! You just get to just mass destroy energy.
Yeah.
So it's now my question is, what's more destructive to energy, Mysterious Sojourner, or this? Probably this.
Again, this can be blank piles, or in the right situation, 1 energy from any creature. Mysterious Sojourner is only rares.
Yeah.
So if your opponent is playing lower rarity cards,
right,
you can still affect them with this. But you just have to meet the right circumstance.
Right. I think Mysterious Sojourner seemed more powerful because in past
formats.
Back in set 5, set 4, whatever.
Everyone was playing rare.
Everyone was playing rare. The rares were always the strongest thing because until this set, the only ones that really had abilities were rare creatures. So, that's always something, been kind of hanging over the game for a while until this set, which honestly I think is their best set.
Yeah.
This is the most powerful set they've ever had. This literally, like the we can go into a whole discussion about what the impact set 6 will have on this game.
Yeah. We can save that for another time.
We can save that for another time. Yeah. Yeah, this card is insane. I love it. I kind of want a poster of that disaster warning fire tornado. Yeah, it looks so rad. That was the first card I saw. As soon as I saw that, I got so hyped. But okay, let's go to the next one. And this one I saw earlier. How'd that happen? There we go. This one I saw earlier. I actually saw it before someone showed me. That's because they have the
Eventide's Vault.
Existence Games has their Eventide's Vault card pack simulator opener type thing, and this image came up, and I showed it to you, and I was like, "What the heck is this? I have no idea. What is Consortium chrysanthemum?" And I didn't put it together in my head yet, but they've said it before. The Machine Guild is called the Consortium, and I didn't put it together until I looked at this card and I saw this in creature machine. And I'm like, oh, of course, I'm so dumb. But anyway,
although judging from the artwork, you could see it could be Hellfire with the coloring. It looks like fire.
Chrysanthemum, I thought it was going to be a tree folk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally thought it was going to be a tree folk. Ability is Embers in Bloom. When this creature is rebuilt or enters play, target one common or uncommon creature from your graveyard and add it to your hand. Being not a machine player, I don't really know how powerful this can be. What do you think?
Well, potentially it could do... You can get 2 uncommon or uncommon creatures from your graveyard to hand in one turn. Once when it enters play normally, and then if it's rebuilt, like say a force rebuild, you could get another one back as well in the same turn.
I'm glad that it says rebuilt or enters play.
Yeah.
It's not restrictive to once per turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a turn or whatever. You can do this as many times as you want, so you can...
But rebuild is generally once per turn, unless it's force rebuild.
Well, I would just play it from hand first.
Yeah, because that counts as one.
And then somehow, I guess you could rebuild into another one.
Yeah, with another card.
With another card, and then you can target one card, common or uncommon creature from your hand. Okay, for some reason in my head I thought it was one of each.
No, not that good.
Yeah, it's not that good. That's my overall assessment. Is this is good, and the artwork's insanely good.
Yeah.
Yossi is just like probably my new favorite artist. And it's so fantastic looking. Not sure about the strength. I don't know. To me, this might.
It's more recovery than anything.
It's more recovery than anything. the thing that kind of makes you think how useful is this is that you can rebuild from grave.
You can rebuild from anywhere.
But I guess if you want to, not rebuild, but have more creatures on the field.
Well,
that help you out.
Another situation that could make it so that with the way how this card can be played is you summon it. It comes into play. You can choose to activate, say, Hedge, Thunder of Dreams, which is a common that its ability is when it enters play, you can rebuild and add an energy to that creature. So, say you haven't used that ability that turn, but you don't really have a way to rebuild into it. You can use this to get it back, summon it, and then you can activate its rebuild ability.
You can even do that with, was it Valve Engine?
Valve Engine, yeah.
Valve Engine and draw more.
Yeah.
Shows you our priorities. You're like, more energy for big attack, and I'm like, but draw. I want to draw more cards. Let's see. Now let's go on to the next one. Man, I just like looking at that image. It's so, so good looking. Come on. The stupid arrow disappears. Nothing. All right. I'll let you read this one.
So this is another machine creature. It's called Paradigm Construct. Its ability is Airway Sentinel. When this creature attacks, you may rebuild it. If you do, summon one machine from your graveyard with energy on it equal to the number of different rarities among your creatures in your graveyard.
I think this is more powerful than the chrysanthemum. Because it puts them into play with energy.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's better than Colossal Contrivance.
Honestly, okay. Some people might be offended because they love machines, but I don't think that was that high of a fence to jump over. Okay, I'm sorry. When
Colossal Contrivance.
Colossal Contrivance could only bring 3.
It gives energy to itself.
Yeah, it gives energy to itself, but only max 3.
Well, 4 if you count Secret Rare.
4 if you count Secret Rare. Whereas Hailfire and other things...
And 4 is the game plan more.
Yeah.
Because Colossal Contrivance doesn't have anything to do with rebuild.
Yeah, it can't rebuild.
You can rebuild into it.
You have to rebuild into it, yeah.
It can't start or can't start a rebuild.
Yeah. What would you rather rebuild into though? Colossal Contrivance, or I'm not looking at this.
Yeah.
Or this. This is obvious. Obviously.
Well, that one you want to start it with.
Yeah. Colossal Contrivance or the Chrono. What is it called again? Chrono Machine.
Mechanical Hallucination.
Mechanical Hallucination.
Yeah, while it's on your field, your opponent can't draw from their own card effects. Yeah, I'd say rebuild that. I'd rather rebuild that into that than
even if they destroy
Colossal.
it, its afterthought will let you
give an energy
to another creature in play
or blink.
pile. Yeah. Rather do that.
Yeah.
Because it's more stun.
Yeah, more control.
Sorry.
Well, stun's a form of control.
Right. Gosh, this thing looks so cool. It's an actual living creature with a thing attached onto it. I didn't notice that.
It looks like a dragon combined with the Hindenburg.
What are those things called?
Hot air balloons? Zeppelins?
There's another word for it.
No.
No. It's like a dirigible.
A dirigible?
Okay, it's basically just like you take a big vessel or whatever, and you attach a balloon to the top of it. And so the balloon is carrying it rather than it being attached to it like the Hindenburg was actually fastened to the balloon.
Yeah.
The balloon is more just kind of
floating above it.
Yeah. All of my knowledge of dirigibles comes from the movie The Mummy Returns. Starring Brendan Fraser. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's the next one. Hold on. I need a minute. Getting the vapors here. My dimensional dust babies just got big buff. Just got big buff muscles. Oh my god. Thank you, Jake.
And Lexi. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean anything by it. Okay, so this is a symmetry called Biodust Cube, the Artifact.
Right.
Its effect is...
Oh, can I read it, please?
Yeah, you can read it. It's a symmetry.
It's my baby. Oh, God, okay. When this card is played, it stays in play until you have no creatures in play. When a creature enters play with Dimensional or Dust in its name, draw 1 energy. When a creature ability causes energy to be moved to itself, that creature can't leave play for the rest of the turn. If it loses its last energy, move 1 energy to it from the owner's hand or field if possible. It keeps Dimensionals and Dust alive!
I just saw another card that it could keep alive. Carcery Veil. Move energy to itself.
Draw 1 energy when a creature ability causes energy to itself, that creature. Oh my god! Play for the rest of the turn. It doesn't say when a Dimensional or Dust creature.
No, it just says any creature.
Yeah.
Any creature's ability.
It just lets you draw an energy. When
as long as the creature's ability moves the energy to that own creature, it gets protected.
Holy shit!
Carcery Veil. You move energy from it, from your other creatures to it, and however energy you move to it, you lose that many life points. So you can move energy to it and go for 1 big swing on a creature, and it keeps all its energy.
Holy shit! And guess what? If you wanted to really power up that Carcery Veil deck, play 2 of these and 2 Dimensional Dusts. Search that sucker out! Woo! So basically, you're putting 4 Biodust in your deck. Wow. We just created.
Carcery Dust.
We just.
Dust Veil?
Oh, like Dust Veil. Look at you. That's good. Oh my god. That's fantastic. Oh my god. We just made Dimensional Dust meta again. Honestly, I think
just add Carcery.
Just add Carcery to it. Oh, what if you put this in put 1 or 2 Carcery Veils in the deck with Dimensional Dust?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So combine, this is the thing that we said that was it Carcery is their favorite creature or whatever, or is their
it's like their mascot or something. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah, that's what someone told me once before. Well, this is just then that would be Jake's favorite and my favorite combining forces. Do the whole Dragon Ball Z combine go with their 2 fingers pointing and touching each other. Oh my god! With our powers combined, we make Dimensional Dust relevant again.
Captain Eventide?
Oh my god.
That's what you made me think of. With our powers combined.
I'm gonna have to escort you out. you are excused, sir. Okay, next one, which is also also a dust, falls in the dimensional/dust archetype.
I'd say archetype.
Archetype, because not guild.
And it's also a Hailfire.
And it's also a Hailfire, which is, I think this is just yours and
me and you.
A combination of me and you.
Yeah.
So it's a creature, it's a Hailfire. It's funny, I thought it would be a Symmetry. Stardust, Meteorite, Constellation. Abilities are, of course, Ignite and Burst, and Fire Flow Sequence. When this creature enters play, reveal the top 2 cards of your main deck. For each creature, you can store this in a real build deck too.
Yeah.
For each creature revealed this way, you may move 1 energy and place somewhere else on the same side of the field. For each Symmetry revealed this way, draw an energy. Is there any backdrop from this? Is there any negative to this?
Only if you play in pure Hellfire with Hellfire Brimstone. If you reveal a Symmetry, yes, you get the energy, but Hellfire Brimstone will kill itself. That's the only downside I can see to it.
Yeah. Does Hellfire Brimstone say when a
Symmetry is revealed from your deck?
Okay, it isn't. Look at me going back to the deck again. I was like, what if it's only when it does it?
Nope, it's any time a Symmetry is revealed from your deck.
As I'm pulling the formula. Okay, Hellfire Brimstone. These cards have been played. when you successfully put into play, it leaves play when a Symmetry is revealed from your main deck. Yeah. When a Symmetry is revealed from your main deck.
Under any circumstance.
Under any circumstances. Ooh.
Like I said, that's the only downside I can see to it.
That was very smart of them to do that.
Yeah.
That makes it that makes it not so busted.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
One last card.
There's so many times where I'm like, we're all like, that card's so busted. There's no way that card is so good. They don't play test these things. And then you just have to look at this thing really carefully. Like, okay, that was carefully done.
Yeah.
Because that could easily be busted. All right. Okay. We and so a couple of us have been talking, and we're like, really? Those are all the drifters that are in set 6? Looking at all the drifters in set 6.
And they're all in common.
They were all in common, and we're like, man, I really... Because we were hoping that a drifter card would be a secret rare.
Yeah.
But instead it was the archive creature. We're like, okay, hopefully there's another one that's going to be a promo. Because, the one we're using right now is Chancellor, Archivist Chancellor, and it's good. But we just want something like... A little more oomph, a little more something.
Yeah.
And I think this qualifies. Archivist Researcher. I'll let you read the...
So, it is a drifter. It is not a creature nor Symmetry. New card type. Its ability is called Analyze. Once per turn, you may rearrange your stacked archive creatures however you like. If you do, your energy in play becomes unaffected by opposing effects and abilities until the next phase this turn.
Until the next phase this turn.
Yeah.
Interesting. We ever had something like that before, where it changes...
We had phase changes and skipping phases, but this is protection during that phase.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see... how do I say this? I think rearranging the stack of archive creatures is really kind of the niche ability.
It's good if your opponent's playing on summon or reversion.
Yeah, it's like a very
You can choose which one goes in your hand.
It's not going to come up too often.
Yeah.
But then again, that doesn't matter because immediately it says if you do, your energy in play becomes unaffected by opposing effects and abilities.
For that phase.
Yeah. I guess Unsummon can goad it out. Can kind of,
Yeah.
Force them to activate it.
Actually, with that card, it would be... So say they play Unsummon, they pay the energy, you choose to... Or before they pay the energy, you respond, move creatures around so you would choose which one you'd rather go back to your hand. So that... But now, before the card resolves, your energy is unaffected by them for that phase. They can't get bouncy energy back to the energy deck with Unsummon. They can put the creature back in the hand, but that's it. At the cost of an energy. It becomes a reversion at the cost of an energy.
Yeah, you're right. I totally read that wrong. Because Unsummon would still...
Bounce the creature back.
Bounce the creature back, yeah.
But they can't get rid of the energy, and then the rest of the stack will stay.
Yeah, so let's say you hopefully did not activate Lativ yet, and you just put it on there just to, build the stack up.
Yeah.
You could rearrange it so Lativ is back on top, bounce back to your hand, immediately after that thing resolves, activate Lativ, put it back down. Well, depending if it's their turn, of course.
Yeah.
And they're trying to go for game or whatever attack.
Another strategy I thought of with that
you just put Lativ down back in their turn.
Yeah.
And then now it's you, and you just +1 too.
Yeah. The strategy I was thinking of with this is you have a Magarnus somewhere in the stack. You leave that where it is. Put another one on top. Yeah. So now your stuff's protected. Unsummon puts the top creature back in your hand, and then you can put it down on when your next able to go to creature phase, and you can get another search.
That's another thing. Yeah, you put Magarna back in your hand.
No, put another creature back in your hand while Magarna's still in the stack. Because then when Magarna transforms...
But if it was Unsummoned...
You can choose what goes back to the hand.
Yeah, so only the top card would go back to your hand.
Yeah, but Unsummoned...
The rest would go to the grave.
No, because this protects the energy from leaving.
Well, that's true.
So you lose the one creature, and then everything else will stay the same.
Yeah, that's true.
And your opponent would have had to pay an energy.
For some reason, I thought it would remove all the creatures off, but take the energy.
No.
Leave the energy there.
No. The only reason the other creatures leave is because the energy leaves.
Right.
And the energy can't leave because it's protected by Archivist Researcher.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a reversion at the cost of an energy.
This combined with Offney.
Yeah. Well, Offney, you can't do that to him anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, combined with Offney is overkill.
Yeah.
So this is like a lower rarity. What do you call it? A easier to acquire Offney.
Yeah.
A softney, if you will. Because it's... Okay, I was done. Alright, next...
I think that's it.
No. Is it?
Yeah.
That's all of them.
That's all of them.
Wow. I'm just so hyped up for all these cards. I'm like, there's gotta be more. So yeah, those are all the cards. Those are all our ideas for what could be played with them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you hyped up most about for? I know which one I'm most hyped up for.
To be honest, I'm most hyped for Terminus. Just because I'm a Hellfire fan at heart.
Really? Not for Stardust Constellation?
No, that's close behind, but it's just besides the Ignited Burst, it doesn't really have a strategy that really fits in.
Yeah, you're right. It
fits in Hellfire.
It's more for Dimensional Dust.
It's more for Dimensional Dust. It's more for Reveal decks, even, to be honest, than Hellfire.
Actually, more for Reveal decks than anything. Yeah. I of course am hyped up for Biodust Cube. That thing looks insane. I am glad they make it blue. I'm glad blue's my favorite color, and Dimensionals are my favorite archetype.
Mm-hmm.
And I just get to have a deck full of blue cards. I'm so happy. But yeah.
With all common energy.
With all common energy, yeah.
The blue energy.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so I think that's good for right now, huh?
Yeah.
What our next episode's going to be? What would you want to talk about the next episode? The future of Exodus? How Set 6 has changed everything?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe our thoughts when tournaments... What could happen when tournaments restart? Whenever they do.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I missed them.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully that happens pretty soon. I wonder what our first promo is going to be. I think it's going to be Terminus.
So far, we've had one promo from Threshold Time as part of it. Like, usually they come out with 12 promos, one for each month of the year.
Oh, you're right.
The one, because there's 11 here that we just went through today. Uh-huh. And then there's one that's been available for those who buy off the website, is Eventide's Enclave.
Eventide's Enclave. Which I'll put it up there, and you guys can look at what the effect is. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, okay, there's one more that we forgot to talk about. And that is that there's one more promo that's coming out that hasn't been created yet because, was it the last
Worlds tournament we had?
Yeah, our second place winner got the prize to create their own dream card. Well, they relinquished that prize to the public, to everyone on the Discord server. So everyone on the Discord server is now going to... Did I say server? Discord server is now going to submit their own card ideas for the create your own dream card prize. So we don't know what the next promo is going to be. My idea was to create a drifter for Dimensionals that only works with Dimensionals, just like the drifter card would only work for Archives.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't stack anything on top of it; it would just go and play. You had an interesting Symmetry idea.
Yeah, that was for anti-all Symmetry decks.
That, like, was it you revealed the...
What it was is it stays in play for the turn you play it, and then for any player that turn who tries to draw with their own card effects or abilities,
right,
they have to reveal the cards instead of immediately drawing them.
Right.
If you reveal a creature, you draw that creature and an energy to your hand.
Right.
But if you draw a Symmetry, or you reveal a Symmetry card, you have to send that card to the graveyard.
So you play it, and then they try to go to draw, and they immediately just
lose everything.
Wait a minute. It stays on the field?
For the turn, so it works against you too.
So, wait a minute. You put them in a loop then?
Until everything's in the graveyard.
Oh, wow.
Because it says to reveal instead of drawing them first. So once they have run out of cards in the deck, they can't draw anymore.
Here's the thing I would do with that kind of idea. I would actually loop through the deck, even though I was using whatever draw cards, and I would pray that I pulled a Crystal Cove. But still, yeah, that if they're not carrying Crystal Coves,
or Sands of the Broken Timepiece,
or Lost Cove.
Lost Cove is only for cards in the stack.
They could be responding to it on the stack.
They could respond. But that's the only time they could.
Honestly, wow. They would just go into a loop, sending their hand to the deck over and over and over again until they had no cards to play.
The way I see it is that they would because my card says you reveal them instead of drawing them.
Yeah.
So if there's nothing to reveal when you would try to draw, you can't deck recycle.
Wow.
So they would just go until there's no deck, and they're sitting there with no deck and only have what's in their hand.
Yeah. Eventually, they would run out of gas.
They play one reevaluate, it's all over.
Yeah. Oh, because they have to reveal everything that's in their hand, and then it immediately all goes to the grave.
No, they discard their hand, and then they reveal that many from the top of the deck.
And then everything goes to the grave.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
They can't resolve to it.
Yeah.
They can't respond to it, I mean.
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny. I love it. All right. So, yeah. I guess we'll do another one of these when the Create Your Own Dream Card prize is, finished, or contest is finished. And we actually know what the last promo will be. Honestly, I'm hyped for anything.
Yeah. Anything that's made by a player is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I, of course, hope for mine. I really like yours, actually a little more now, thinking about it. But anyways, yeah, that's it. We're down to almost 42 minutes now. Okay. Thanks for listening, yada yada, whatever. Bye. Whatever.